the gym floor. The conference titles, too. And the spirit and signature of a beloved former coach will remain for all to see. But for the UCLA Bruins, their storied Pac-12 history at Pauley Pavilion, well, that ends today. Their final home meet as a Pac-12 conference team. History written one last time on the Pac-12 Network. Today, drama and change hang in the air in Westwood as historic Pauley Pavilion hosts Senior Day, a first-time clash of cross-country teams as UCLA pulls away from its conference ties that stretch back nearly a century. It's number 11, UCLA, hosting the Clemson Tigers. It's right now and only on the Pac-12 Network. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Westwood's Jim Watson alongside former UCLA star Janae Honest. Well, it's an emotional meet. There's a lot going on in here today. It is the final home meet of the year for UCLA. It is our final home meet at Pauley as a Pac-12 team, and it's Senior Day. So there's a lot of distractions. One thing UCLA has to do is block all that out and take care of business.
Like you said, it's Senior Day, a lot of emotions, but they do need to set that aside and take care of business. They've been showing inconsistency, but they know their potential, scoring a 198 about a few weeks ago. So today they need a clean meet where they hit all 4 events.
As part of Senior Day, UCLA will honor 8 upperclassmen, 4 seniors, and 4 grad students. Some have only been here a year. Others have been much longer. No one has a longer length of service than Marzetta Frazier, who is in her 6th season as a Bruin.
She worked really hard to come back and ended up staying for a 6th year. And in her 6th year, she really grew in her leadership role as Mama Bear. She does mindset checks on her teammates, really supporting her team. And she's been dealing with some bad ankles, but we do get to see her iconic floor routine today.
And her smile, it's always there. Mars has a sparkling resume, includes a Pac-12 uneven bars title from 2021. This is Clemson's inaugural year of collegiate competition. They've already found their first star in Rebecca Wells. She's the team's best all-arounder. She already has 6 wins in the all-around this season.
She started at Utah State and moved over to Clemson with head coach Amy Smith, and an absolute rock star. She's such a competitor, very aggressive, where the coaches just let her do her thing. She's a team leader and an AAI award finalist.
Wells is currently ranked 27th in the country right now in the all-around. Clemson arrives just in time for the last dance. The Bruins are trying to get the band back together and go 198. Senior Day and a Pac-12 curtain call. Number 11 UCLA and the Clemson Tigers live from Westwood and only on the Pac-12 Network. West Los Angeles, the grass is green, the sun is out, and the kids are inside Pauley Pavilion today for UCLA's last home meet of the season, last as a Pac-12 conference member. Coming in, the Clemson Tigers, their first year of gymnastics, but you might remember Amy Smith. Amy Smith, UCLA grad, 3-time All-American and a Pac-10 floor champion. Back in the day, she was also part of the 1997 national title team. That was UCLA's first. So Amy comes from Utah State, and she brought some help. She brought 6 gymnasts, so they have 18 on their roster, and 6 of them are transfers from Utah State, including Rebecca Wells. UCLA comes in ranked as the number 11 team in the country. UCLA is only 6-10 overall this year, 4-3 in conference. These are the NQS ratings. These are essentially the averages of their best 6 meets for each team during the year. 3 have to be an away meet, and you throw out your high score, average the other 5. I know it's a lot of math, but it's actually fair. California has been ridiculous. The last 3 weeks, they put up the 3 highest scores in school history. Yesterday, they put up the 2nd highest score. Utah's in there, UCLA. The reason we show you that is the top 4 teams will be in the night session at the Pac-12 Championships a week from today. The bottom 4 teams will be in the day session. No one has ever won the Pac-12 Championship out of the day session. Home team Olympic order, UCLA, begins on the vault. And there are 4 10-0 start values. Emily Lee, the leadoff, as she is on both of her events today. She'll also be on the beam and lead off that event as well. All 9 of her vaults this year, at least 9-8. She had a career high 9.9 at the Sprouts Farmers Market Quad early in the year, a 9.875 last week at Arizona State. And Janae, have to wonder, how does last week's collapse at Arizona State play into the emotions of UCLA today? With everything else going on, UCLA had that meet won, had problems at the end of the meet, all three beams at the end of their rotation, and lost to Arizona State. So far, so good.
So far, so good. Beautiful Yurchenko pull, great form in the air. She just had a little hop forward. And to answer your question, how their season ends is completely up to them. It's really in their hands, and so they need to decide what team they want to be today and going forward into postseason.
Here's Rebecca Wells, who we talked about in the Open. 6 all-around victories already. One of the transfers from Utah State. She averages close to a 9.9 on this event. In fact, she averages close to a 9.9 on all 4 events. 5 times she's got 9.8. She had a 9.875. That's her season high on bars.
She's such a powerful, when she did have to come off the bar.
Completely unexpected.
Yes.
She's the senior leader, most experience.
Yeah, it was on her high to low transition. So she does a beautiful giant half into a Tkachev, directly connects it into a bail, and just didn't get a good grip around the bar and had to ping off, unfortunately. So definitely not the way they want to start off their bar lineup, but
see the grips that she's wearing, so one of the grips didn't catch on the bar.
Yeah, so those dowels helps you grip on, and she probably just didn't get a good enough grip around to keep her on the bar. So they will be starting with a fall, but only 5 scores count, so they're going to want to drop this score. She's going to finish off with a half in, half out. Stuck that landing.
And the reason we're so surprised, not only is she their best gymnast, she's their most consistent gymnast.
Right.
Her last 5 all-around scores have all been at least 39.45. She's not going to hit that today. He got a 9.825, and now UCLA has tweaked its vault lineup a little bit. Caitlin Rosen will go second. And Rosen has been outstanding. She is the current Pac-12 freshman of the week. And on vault, she's got 9.85 7 times. 3 times she's got 9.9.
Yurchenko 1.5. Gorgeous in the air, has great turnover, nice form, and she's usually ready for the landing. She did have to take a little step back, but that should be a great score for the Bruins.
Rosen with U.S. national team experience on her resume. She's one of the top freshmen in the country. She got her first wins individually at Arizona State on both vault and in the all-around. Just with her feet a little bit askew, but she's happy with it. We'll see. High 10 for assistant coach B.J. Doss, who handles the floor. Wells got the 9.4 after the fall, so again, as Janae told you, they only count 5 scores. So if the other 5 can come through, Clemson can leave it behind and make Wells feel a whole lot better. Jackson is their other all-rounder. She's second up, and she's from here in Los Angeles, so a bit of a homecoming for her. 8 times she's got 9.8, including her last 6 straight.
Beautiful release connection to start. She does a huge glide to straddle Jaeger, and then so much air on that bail as well. She's going to finish off with a full out, so the twist is going to be at the end of the flip.
Got grown from the crowd. They weren't expecting that. That was beautiful stuff.
I think they groaned because she pulled in a little bit, so it gets the audience a little nervous because they don't want her to hit the bar.
Right. 9.85 for Rosen. And here comes Shea Campbell. Shea Campbell has always been a great vaulter. She was 5th at the NCAAs last year, currently ranked 13th. She always goes 9.875. And this, because she's a senior, will be her final vault at Poly.
This is the vault. Yurchenko full. Little hop at the end, but she's got the power, the height. It is absolute textbook, and she always flares out to prepare for that landing.
Remember, her start value just a 9.95, so that would be a perfect score. We've seen her get it half a dozen times as a Bruin. And you mentioned the hop on the landing, about the only thing, right? Legs together in the air. Good form.
I think she's so used to sticking it too, so she was probably thinking, could have gotten another perfect score, but it's okay.
4 seniors, the 4 grad students, trying to put all of that drama behind them. They'll be doing the senior ceremonies after the meet today. Eve Jackson goes 9-8, so very nice for her. It's just under her season best. Lily Lippett now, redshirt freshman, Mason, Ohio, on the bars for the Clemson Tigers. She's been great on this event this year.
It's a very difficult connection to start. A Ray directly connected to a pack salto. Beautiful form. Full pirouette to double tap.
Up on the toes.
Yep, spot for her.
So she's got 9-8 or better 8 different times, a couple of 9-9s. This is going to be a good score.
Definitely going to be a good score. The judges will take a little bit for her chest being down, but she held on to that landing, which is exactly what they want.
Clemson again in its first year of collegiate gymnastics. The ACC fielding 4 teams this year. North Carolina State, regular season champion, then Clemson, Pittsburgh, and North Carolina. 985s for both Rosen and Campbell. And here's another one of our grad students today. They'll be honored. Nia Reed, transferred from Florida. It's an All-American, second in the SEC on this event. 3 times she's got 985.
She has so much power, so the most deduction is going to come from that big step at the end. But you can see she gets a lot of distance and opens up to prepare for that landing, which is why her feet were a little bit, she landed kind of straight up and down, but she just had too much momentum and had to take that step forward.
Yeah, big rebound, couldn't stay in place. Its best this year in 995 came at Arizona a couple of weeks ago, about a month now. 9875 for Lippett, that's a great score. And Clemson, believe me, Clemson has a chance to beat UCLA today. 9875 for Lippett, just underneath her season best. Caitlin de Guzman now.
She has stunning toe point on this event, beautiful lines and form.
Specialist, it's her only event of the day, got to make it count.
Double layout.
And she does! Oh, little step. Getting them for it this year. Guzman 8 times has got 9-8, coming off her career best 9.925 against Air Force last week. Rosetta Frazier walking around bumping fists with everybody, taking control of this team. Reed goes 9.85. That's 3 in a row for UCLA. And here comes Selena Harris, simply one of the best gymnasts in the country. Harris has been fantastic on everything. She has the all-around 39.475. Did not compete last week at Arizona State, just for rest. And it pays off.
Definitely pays off. Spectacular Yurchenko 1.5. She gets incredible pop off the horse and it's very clean in the air.
She's got a team high 22 wins, no falls, 96 for 96 now. She's ranked 8th in the country on the vault, including back-to-back 10s against Oregon State and Utah earlier this year. I don't know, they'll give her the 10.
They gave it to her. They gave it to her.
They gave it to her.
Yep. It's good to see her back.
She's done it again. So that's 4 career 10s on vault for Selena Harris. 3rd one of the year. De Guzman went 9.8. So Clemson is doing a good job repairing that rotation after the uncharacteristic fall by Wells. Lauren Rutherford.
So now they're gonna have to count a fall, unfortunately.
Yeah, just when you think they were digging themselves out. And surprisingly, it was a redshirt senior in Wells, and here the junior in Rutherford, upperclassman, maybe trying to go a little too big, trying a little too hard. And again, for Rutherford, the bars have been one of her favorite events. 9.8 or better 7 times, had a 9.875 at Pittsburgh. Now Now she's got to salvage it and get as many points as she can.
Yeah, it's definitely about how you finish after a fall. You don't want to give the judges any more reason to take more deductions. A little short on that handstand. She's going to finish off with a double layout. Good that she fought for that landing.
So trouble on bars for Clemson. They're ranked 21st in the country. It's one of their better events in terms of ranking as a team. Harris got the 10. Paige Anastasi in the anchor spot. UCLA already has a 49.375 as a team. UCLA is ranked 7th in the nation on this event. Season best of 49.525. Anastasi holds on to the landing.
She's really happy with that. She's been working really hard in the gym to get that 10.0 start value vault. We've seen her do a couple of Yurchenko pulls, but she went for that 1.5 today.
She had been in a slump, but broke it last week at Arizona State with a career high 9.85. This one's better.
Yeah, just little form throughout the twist. You see her knees bend, but she was ecstatic to make it to her feet. Absolutely.
Reaction's great, not only by her, but Kyle Gravel, the assistant coach, who's pogo sticking up and down. Well, we already saw UCLA get 110 on a vault.
They gave her a 9.925.
9.925. So that's a new career high for Anastasi on vault. And it's her only event of the day, so she made the most of that. Rutherford gets just the 9.15. They'll drop that score, at least they hope to. They'll have to count Wells 9.4. Now Trinity Webb must come through for the Tigers. This is usually her only event, and she only joined the lineup mid-season, but her last two have been her best two, including 9.9 against the Air Force Academy.
She has great form throughout, flowing from one skill to the next. There's a beautiful Maloney to pack salto, and she's going to finish off with a double layout.
Oh! Really wound it up.
Yeah.
Looked like she stuck the landing and then just stutter stepped out of it.
Yeah, a couple stutter steps. But I really think that's all that the judges are going to take, so we'll see what score she ends up with.
Anastasi got the 9.925, so UCLA goes 49.475, well above their average. Right in the sweet spot. Good start for UCLA. Not so much for Clemson.